I be feeling this love. Even when I'm down, you wanna wait in this up. It's not blessing, I'ma no be luck. Baby, nobody feel day like you. I say nobody feel make me feel the way you do. I'ma get that low. Girl, you the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know. Money go check low. Girl, you the best I know. Our next move, they never know. 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 My lady, you know me, no fi give up on you never. Wanna be with you forever, 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 forever. Oh baby, where we dey go? Now forward ever, backward never. Them they pray make we run down never, 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 never. I'ma get that low. Girl, you the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know. Money go check low. Girl, you the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know. They never know. They never know. Without you, baby, the journey go too rough. So you know, girl, I be feeling this love. Even when I'm down, you wanna wait in this up. It's not blessing, I'ma no be luck. Baby, nobody feel day like you. I say nobody feel make me feel the way you do. I'ma get that low. Girl, you the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know. Money go check low. Girl, you the best I know. Our next move, they never know. 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 They never know.
There we go, everybody. Check 1, 2. Hope you can hear and see us well. We are back here on the Hohner YouTube channel. This is episode 127 of the Hohner Live interview series. Thank you for tuning in. Let us know from where you're tuning in today. And this is the second live stream of 2025. We got a nice challenge coming up next week too on Twitch. And today, very special conversation because this is the first time we are talking to each other. And I don't know, I just think I discovered you on Instagram. somebody posted you playing maybe a reel or something in their story, something like that.
Yeah, possibly.
So
Nice to meet you.
yeah, definitely. So we are joined by a phenomenal musician who's been making waves in the harmonica world. This is Yotam Ben Orr. Thank you for joining us. Yeah.
No, thank you very much.
You
How
are
are you?
in New York right now.
That's correct. I'm in New York. It's yeah. Oh yeah, sure.
And you're
One
hanging
second.
out. Yeah.
Okay. Go on. Cool. Sorry, yeah. So I'm in
Hanging
New
out at
York.
a yoga classroom.
That's correct. I'm having a busy day, running from a place to another, and this was the most quiet place I could find between the student and the meeting and all of that.
Yeah. So I read that you started out playing the harmonica at the age of 11. Is that right?
Yeah,
That's
a
like
little bit earlier, maybe, probably
okay.
like maybe 9, 10, some maybe 10, but yeah, something like that.
That's like a few years earlier than I did, and there are so many amazing harmonica players from Israel. Like,
Yeah.
how come? Why is that? Do you have an explanation for that?
No, I don't at all. We all ask ourselves why is that? I mean, I can say that the reason why I play is because my uncle is a music teacher, and I used to take some piano lessons with him. And he started playing harmonica for kind of for fun or just to explore it a little bit. And there is maybe like in Israel, they're kind of famous harmonica trio called the Adler trio.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and so they, I guess, made some impact, and my uncle was taking some lessons with Dror Adler, is one of the musicians in the trio, and so he started playing, and they gave me harmonica. He showed me a little bit how to play. I took a few lessons also with Dror when I was, how old was I? Probably around 10, 11, something like that. And then I went to a music school, middle school and high school, where I played saxophone because they kind of they wanted me to take an instrument that has a teacher at the school and is more like a real instrument, or whatever they would consider a real instrument. And I so I played saxophone. That was my main instrument. But I kept playing harmonica kind of on the side, and sometimes with friends or whatever. Then around the age of 16, 17, I made I took back the harmonica, and I kind of said, oh, well, this is my instrument. I kept playing saxophone a little bit. I still have it, but I don't. My sound is not good on the saxophone at all.
Yeah. And then at some point you decided to actually study harmonica.
Yeah,
which is a very weird step kind of as a harmonica player. I mean, I also went to music school with the instrument, but at first it's probably like hard to find a school that accepts harmonica players or that has a teacher or is just like open-minded enough, kind of, right? Can you tell me and ask us a little bit about just your journey to actually study with the harmonica?
So like I said, I went to this music school when I was 12, 13, which is a middle school and high school that has music and dance. And so there I was playing saxophone until eventually I went back to be a harmonica player, and I played harmonica in the ensemble and stuff when like the last year or two when I was around 17. And then I went to there's a program in Tel Aviv for which is like a collaboration between the Tel Aviv Conservatory and the New School in New York. And so I went there, and they let me play harmonica. There was no teacher, but I studied with saxophone players and with who were like my private teachers. I remember Gilad Mamen was one of them. I have to think about it. But I had a few. Oh, Simon, a bass player, great teacher, and all kind of teachers. And then I got a scholarship to go to the new school in New York.
Yeah.
And I went there. By the way, when I was around 17, I met Gregoire already for the first time. And he came to Israel to play. And so I took a lesson with him. And then we stayed in touch, and he's my mentor, and we're good friends now. And we see each other sometimes. But when I moved to New York, so the new school required that the first semester I'll take lessons with a harmonica player. And Gregoire is not the only harmonica player actually here, but definitely my favorite one. So I kind of took lessons with him, but Gregoire is not. He is a teacher. He's my teacher, but he's not a teacher like a school teacher.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not like lessons with him. It's not. He's not like giving you homework necessarily. He's showing you music. He is playing. He's like showing you how to play shit out of the instrument, and then he gives you recommendations and then some guidance, but really way beyond also just music. He's a very big influence on me in life in general. I appreciate this man very much.
Yeah. So, when was that? In which year did you move to New York?
In August 2014.
Oh, interesting. 2014. Yeah. Because back then, at the exact same time, I was done with school, and I also applied to several music schools, and I also did this online application for the new school. So I recorded some video with a local jazz guys, whatever. They were a little older than me, and yeah, but I didn't get the full scholarship, so that's why I didn't go.
Yeah, it's a lot of money if you don't get the scholarship. Definitely not.
Yeah.
Not possible to pay.
Yeah, I think I had a 50% thing, but that's still not enough,
No, it's 40 or 60,000 a year or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. And then New York,
So did you do the audition on site or in Israel or online?
Yeah, in Israel there were some
Yeah.
faculty from the new school that came to Israel to do the auditions, and so I did
Oh yeah.
a live audition.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's way better than an online or a video kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. So that was about the same time. Yeah, and in the end, I also had several schools that were oh yeah, we don't know what to do with the harmonica. You don't even have to play the audition. But other schools were open-minded, and then I first went to Cologne, and then I went to Hamburg for the master's studies.
Cologne is a good school, right? I heard of that school.
I mean, at least it's the biggest music school in Europe.
Wow.
In terms of numbers, in terms of students, And
I have some friends that went there.
A lot of classical students too, and a lot of Asian students. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And then Hamburg was just special because that was the time where I could actually get harmonica lessons online, at least, from Howard Levy, the diatonic pioneer.
Yeah, you play diatonic.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah, Howard Levy. Let's see that. The diatonic, I mess around with it a little bit, especially.
Oh yeah, you got a diatonic with you?
I do have a. Let's see.
Oh, for real?
Yes, here I have a couple. I have a C and an F. Yeah, and I have my chromatic, of course. Also.
Yeah.
But the diatonic is I'm definitely not a diatonic player, and I started with the chromatic. But like I told you, I have this Broadway show that I'm starting in March, and I have to play some diatonic there.
Okay, so that's some bluesy stuff.
I mean, it's also a lot of chromatic, but so bluesy. It's like a country kind of
Oh, yeah.
like the stuff with the diatonic is more. I would say more. It's kind of the composer is Adam Guto, which is he's also the composer of Light at the Piazza, and it's kind of a little like country vibe, but classical, modern, American musical theater, kind of interesting. So kind of like stuff.
Yeah.
But for that, I had to. Now I'm kind of like practicing the diatonic and all the bands and stuff.
Cool.
It's a really interesting instrument.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird. It's like a box with like hidden codes, like.
Well, what's like your favorite model to play now?
I play like which brands do I play? The
Yeah, I
harmonica?
mean you're a Suzuki artist, but
Yeah.
which model of diatonic do you play?
So I just because I get harmonicas from them for almost nothing. I play the Pro Master. It's called
Okay.
that, and it's nice. I mean, I have what are the other ones I have? I have the Oscar. Do I have the Oscar? What is the Marine Band? I have a couple Marine Band, which are nice. But yeah, like I said, I'm not a very like big diatonic player. So this sounds good, So I play this.
Right, yeah.
It works.
And for the chromatic, you play a 56, right?
Yeah. So the chromatic, I play the series. I used to play for a while. Well, I started with Hohner also. I had
Yeah.
this Super 270. It's called
Okay.
Super Chromatic 270 with the round holes.
Or is it the Super 64?
No, not the 64, not the Super maybe. I also have the 60. I have it still. The Super 64.
Just the Harmonica 270.
Yeah, Chromatica 270 exactly. But that was a while ago. I used to play for a while the Godowar's Suzuki harmonica, the
Yeah.
G48, which is great. But actually, it's a funny story. I left my backpack on the train in New York once with two harmonicas. And I, of course, didn't find them. And then, so I had to buy some new harmonicas. And I always wanted, because, for example, when I transcribe trumpet players, trumpet goes down to like G almost, or around like G concert.
Yeah.
And I was always missing those notes. And in general, like a lot of the music that I play, I wanted to be able to at least go down to the G below middle C. And so I decided to get the 56, which is, what is the reason why I got the 56 and not the 64? It's like somewhere in the middle. It's still like the 64 is kind of big, and the lower notes they don't sound as good. I don't actually play them. With this one also, it's not the G is fine. It sounds fine.
Yeah.
But it's like the limit. This is below that with the chromatic harmonicas. It doesn't.
Yeah, it's
doesn't
like
sound.
almost the instrument is too small for the low notes,
Yeah, exactly. In a way, like something. I mean, there is also something cool about it.
Yeah, but it's like that's where it
has
just
a thing.
starts to kind of sound different or too
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, it's like it's already kind of the register of the bass harmonica, But
So all the instruments you play you just take them out of the box and play them as they are, or do you have them set up, or do you set them up yourself?
Usually not. Usually I'm just like playing them the way they are out of the box. Unless there's something, sometimes there's a note that is like not, that's, the reed is maybe too low and kind of, it's like when I bend it, it gets stuck. So I would set it up a little bit. Or like if there's a thing with the slide or something, I would just usually, some things I would do on my own, but some things I would send it back to Suzuki and they would fix it for me, and adjust it.
I see. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting because like a lot of diatonic players do work on their own instruments, and then also if you play a lot of bands and overblows is like kind of necessary.
Yeah, exactly.
With
this is something that I still need to learn though with the diatonic.
Oh yeah.
I have like a friend with Fred, Frederic Yonet, and also I can't believe he's a good friend of mine. I forget his name now. Wow, like I have to apologize for him for in front of him for forgetting his name. But Marco from Berlin, Jovanovic or something.
Oh yeah.
And so they, like I told them that I started digging deeper into the diatonic, and they asked me, "Oh, did you set it up for the bands and stuff?" I said no. But you basically you need to bend the reeds inside a little bit to make them easier to bend or something.
Well, it definitely helps like not having as much air loss.
Yeah.
Playing these bands, and you easily achieve that by just lowering the distance between the reed and the reed plates, so just adjust the reed clearances. I mean, that's the first step. You can get very far with that technique only, But there's like other special stuff you can do to improve.
But I feel like it is kind of possible to play the bands also without adjusting, right? Like
yeah, for sure.
I didn't do an adjustment.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, you can even get the overblows without.
Yeah, I mean, I get this one.
Right, yeah.
This is the only one that I'm able to get. There's the other one here. But for example, this one I would have to adjust, I know, because there's a lot of air on the number 4. Yeah. Cool, yeah. I'm new to the diatonic, to be honest.
That's nice, yeah. That's a good hobby to have. For me, it's the other way around. Like, chromatic is just my hobby.
Right.
Like other people play golf or something. Yeah. Are there, like, any specific harmonica players or musicians that influenced you early on? And how about today? Like, what kind of music do you listen to today?
Okay. Wow, where to start? I would start, first of all, with my influences early on. We have a family friend, a very good friend of mine also. His name is Ronnie Porat, and who's a conductor and composer, kind of like more on the basic level, but multi-instrumentalist. He's more of a conductor. And as like growing up, we would go to his concerts all the time, and he would do like concerts, also like normal concerts for adults, but a lot of programs for kids. And like he had a program of Mozart. It was called Mozart Came to Visit, and it was with some kind of a bit of theater, and so they played Mozart, and I mean, he was like very much into the Beatles also, and we would go hear his concerts also that are music that he wrote, composed. So that's definitely a strong impact on me as a kid.
Yeah.
And then like also growing up, my mom is Belgian, so she loves Jacques Brel and other like French songs like Oh Champs Elysees,
Yeah.
Gaston et téléphone qui sonne, famous French songs. Then my dad, I remember he had like a compilation of some jazz stuff that was like Louis Armstrong on it, and Dr. Drew, and I forget his name, but there were some stuff on this. A lot of Israeli music, um, like a composer called Mati Kaspi and Shlomo Glomich, and many more. Yoni Lechter. And then in terms of harmonica, I would say that, of course, toots, like my uncle showed me toots and Stevie. What's really got me like hooked on the instrument is Stevie, the way Stevie Wonder plays it. That was like, wow. And his music in general, I'm a huge fan. And the toots, I listened and I had like his album and Man Bites Harmonica and some other stuff. But I got really into toots later. And like even nowadays, I'm like listening to toots and I'm like, wow, what the way he plays this instrument and like the things that he's doing harmonically and like all this stuff that of course he's doing with Quincy and with Jaco and the records with Kenny Werner and with Bill Evans and like so yeah, Toots is definitely a huge influence as well. And Gregoire, like I said, is my mentor, my man, and music. I'm into a lot of stuff, a lot of Brazilian music.
Oh yeah,
a lot of jazz. Like some composers that I really like Hermeto Pascual and.
Oh yeah, can you play something by him?
Hermeto, I'm playing a lot of Dominguinhos actually. Dominguinhos. I play some forró and some choro.
Yeah.
And so like stuff like.
Oh yeah,
that's a Dominguinhos. It's called.
Yeah, I love to play choro on the Titanic. It's like
really? You play choro? So this is more like payao, I would say. It's like forró, but it's kind of it's almost like choro.
Oh yeah.
And choro, there's like a.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So a bunch of like a lot of 16 notes,
Yeah,
I
very
love
true.
a lot of these songs. Yes.
Yeah, like on the diatonic, you really got to think which key harmonica am I going to use to play this, you know?
How do you do it on the? How can you play like something like that? Can you do this with the diatonic?
I mean, I can't do exactly that right now, but
You know this song?
I don't know
Masero?
that one. We played
Which one do you
some
know?
Pishinguinha and Jacob do Bandolim and
Jacobo Bandolin, yeah, you know.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I haven't played that one. Yeah,
this one is really the hardest because it's in D minor. Maybe in other keys it can be a little easier, but doing the arpeggio of D minor with skipping the B is so hard. And yeah, so this one is really, I would say, is the most challenging melody that I have dealt with. But what I'm interested to know what kind of like choro can you
oh yeah. I played this during the last stream because we had a guest from Brazil here.
yeah.
This is what we would like to play in concerts is Os Oito Batutas. This is by Pishinguinha. And there's C harmonica in the key of G. Yeah, that's A and B, and there's a beautiful C section, and
Yeah, of course they have like 3 sections usually.
some of them work
Cool.
well, you know. Oh, stock read.
It happens.
There it is.
Harmonica is an annoying instrument.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
I know that's nice.
But man, I always feel like harmonica playing is like exhausting.
Harmonica playing, yeah,
It's like I think it's like way more energy that's being put in than any listener would imagine or think.
yeah, I mean, but it's important to find a way, like everything that you do, to do it as effortlessly as possible.
Yeah, of course. I can see some movement with your chromatic that I don't see with many chromatic players. And I do this a lot with the diatonic, like it's just tilting this, you know? I feel like your head is just very stable, you know? And I can see this kind of.
this is a very, very beautiful composition
Mm.
by Carlos Aguirre. He's Argentinian.
But yeah, I can see you doing this.
Yeah, interesting. You know, I like.
Because I
teach
also do this a lot, like, because like jumping around on the instrument, like I don't want to be like moving my head like crazy, or just do this like on this kind of horizontal kind of thing. But this just
this
like
is kind of what I
makes things shorter, you know? Especially for these jumps. Yeah. Yeah, I always thought of playing. Oh yeah, I always thought of playing this. I would have to do this on. I love this piece. Yeah. What's the name of that one again?
It's called Loro.
Oh yeah, true. Man, I'm gonna write that down. I gotta practice that again.
Yeah, this is, masterpiece. But then there's
This is really good for articulation.
Yeah, and then but this is not everything. Of course, there's first of all, I mean, also in this world there are also like ballads and
Yeah, I love to play that. Oh, I always play that in G for some reason.
Oh, in G, right. And then, obviously that's like the world of music is endless, and I mean, I come like, say, I started with playing like some classical music actually, and then some like songs, Israeli songs, and then jazz. I was like studying jazz, and so the repertoire of like standards and songs by I really like Horace Silver, for example, has incredible compositions, and Wayne. Horace Silver has this song that I really like. It's called Silver Serenade.
Yeah.
I like to mess around with like Coltrane changes, like 26-2 and jack steps.
Oh yeah, I gotta get into that stuff again. It's been a while that I've done that.
Yeah, wow. I don't know how you do it with the diatonic. It's insane.
Yeah, I don't know if there are too many people doing that. But I want to play that transcription again. I transcribed Coltrane's solo on Moment's Notice.
Oh yeah, that's a great. And like, I also transcribed this once. This is one.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah.
It starts like that, right? Don't remember how it, but yeah.
I got it written out. Just gotta find it.
I need to go over a moment's notice.
Yeah. I gotta find that again. I gotta record that for a little Instagram video or something.
The transcription, you mean?
Yeah, because I got it written out. Were you also like, did you have to do transcription and write stuff out during your studies?
Like I mean, I do it. I do it because I want to learn. I have to. I mean, yeah. I mean, I had some teachers that would like maybe give me some like with one,
Okay.
for example. It's one solo that he really digs. That he was telling me this will like will teach me a lot about time. It's Freddie Hubbard of Birdlight, which I haven't played in so long. I don't remember. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, for me, it was actually required to write out transcriptions. Like you had to do like a specific amount a year or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I never. Maybe very few times I wrote them. Also, it's not that I'm not a crazy like transcriber. I don't transcribe a lot of solos. I have transcribed many, but I transcribe them. I play them by heart. I remember them,
Yeah.
and then I don't touch them for a while, and I forget.
Yeah.
But I don't write them down usually. I don't have the energy to write them down.
Yeah.
But yeah, transcribing is the way to learn how to play. You know, and like, I mean, it's not that you try to play a song, and if you like, or in general, you in order to learn how to play over changes or in any kind of music. Like if you play, like I study rumba, for example, or conga, I want to learn how I want to learn the language. I need to like listen to the recordings and learn phrases. And then with anything, you know, with composition, you want to learn harmony. You need to like learn some Bach chorals or inventions and learn the stuff. You know, that's how you learn music.
So,
Same thing with like jazz songs.
what's your practice routine nowadays? And
First of all,
what was like your practice peak kind of?
I'd say when I moved to New York was when I moved to New York was when I practiced the most.
Yeah.
And like describing solos and then just like there's a really good teacher. I mean, if you know Semya Hale, he's a piano player and organ player. He used to play in the Joshua Urban Elastic Band. He has a great method of working on like transcribing and then taking ideas, not necessarily, for example, transposing it into all the keys, but like you would take a solo on the blues or whatever solo that you learn, and then you want to work on a certain song, you would take this song, you would put it, if you play harmonica, so you put it on like a play back some kind of, you can make it's yourself, and or take like a iReal book or something like that, and then you take an idea um, from the solo. It can be like whatever. You take up a Miles solo, and then he plays the nine. He starts the song, that his solo or whatever phrase or something on the nine. So that's an idea from the solo, and then you would play over the song that you're learning. You're learning Stablemates or whatever song you are working on, and you will try to incorporate the nine as much as possible. So that's like something, or it can be he's finishing the phrase on the end of form, whatever, or he is maybe postponing the solution of the like there's a 2/5 or whatever. It's like a tension and release, and these releasing. He's postponing the releases. Like let's say he's like he will kind of get to the one in the middle of the bar or something like that. So you take this as an idea, and then you kind of like dig into this. You would play that, improvise over the song that you're learning, and with like incorporating this idea as much as possible into something else. So that's a great way of practicing. Then I'm trying, and then repertoire, learning songs. I'm practicing honestly these days. I try to practice every morning piano. I'm learning some Bach inventions or songs that they play on the harmonica. I try to like play them on the piano. I write music. On the harmonica, like for example, these days, like I practice the diatonic a little bit, and I'm learning the music for the harmonica parts for that Broadway show that I'm going to play, or I'm working on, if I would have a gig with someone, I will learn the music that I need to play on that gig, or I would work on my music. I have like a demo or a playback or something that I would use to work on my music, and I would maybe transfer, like I would learn a song, I would learn like
yeah.
So
I used to sing that during my studies.
yeah, it's a good song. Darn that dream I dream each night. Learning for standards or for songs in general, not only limited to like jazz. In general, if you want to learn a melody well, I would learn the lyrics.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so I would play it on the piano and I would sing it, and then take it to the harmonica, and all kind of things like that. Practicing, I start play some conga and like some percussion in general. So I would practice this, and like recently I've been working on playing maracas, triangle, and conga, and yeah, all those things. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot. Like, how's life as a harmonica player in New York? Like, do you meet the other harmonica players? I mean, there are not many, but a few. And is this like kind of like, are they family or is it like rivalry?
That's a good question. So I have a very good friend. First of all, for example, Grégoire, which I talked about already.
Yeah.
I see him as my mentor, and I have so much like appreciation and love towards this person. And for me, like today, for example, I'm going to see him. He's playing at the Blue Note with someone called DJ Logic.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm going going there to see him, say hello.
Nice.
Sometimes we talk on the phone. He helped me with so many things.
Hey, you should say hello. Maybe he remembers.
Yeah, I will. And then I have a very, very good friend who is a huge influence on me also, and very big inspiration. His name is Ronnie. You probably know him, Ronnie Yotam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met in Berlin.
Cool. And so Ronnie, the first time I met him was, we're both from, like, I grew up in a place called Nataf, which is right next to Jerusalem. And so I went to school in Jerusalem, and he also went to school in Jerusalem. He's a couple of years older than me. And the first time we met was when I was maybe 13, 14, maybe something like that. We played in someone's recital together. I played saxophone and he played harmonica.
Mm.
And so harmonica, the thing with the harmonica is that when I went to school, I was embarrassed of like playing the harmonica. And people would like kind of people make fun of the harmonica, obviously, but now I'm grown and I kind of like, I make fun of it also, and it's all good. But when I was younger, I took it more personally, and I was kind of embarrassed. And then Ronnie, so Ronnie playing, and that was his instrument. And I was like, so why am I, hiding my instrument? I was like, this is my first instrument, and then I would like. This inspired me a lot. And then also throughout the years, Ronnie is such an incredible player, and has figured out some things in the harmonica that are inspiring, and he's also such a great improviser and musician. And so, I look up to him, and he's also my rival at the same time, It's like a Picasso and Matisse, for example. Picasso said, when Matisse died, Picasso said that he has no reason to paint anymore, or something like that.
Yeah.
And and it's not that I'm comparing us to Matisse and Picasso or anything like that, or like Coltrane and Sonny Rollins were inspired by each other, but also kind of like, they wanted to like, the reason why they are inspiring each other is because also they want to like be better than the other. But at the same time, it cannot be. It can also be. There's definitely some jealousy there. Like, he would get a gig, or I would get a gig. It's like, and with the harmonica, it's very hard because it's not that there is not a lot of work for harmonica.
Yeah.
And then we are in a very small, like, friends cycle. Also, we are in a very like small group of friends, and we almost like grew up together. So it can be. I know that for me, and I know for him also. We talk about it sometimes. And it's not easy. Like the market also in the world for harmonica is very small. Like a label that would release albums of Grégoire's album, they will not take on another harmonica player. Like for
I guess so. Yeah.
Both Ronnie and me, for example, have experience with like ACT, the label that is working with Grégoire. And I've met Sigi, and I was in touch with them, and they said like amazing music and like great product, but we cannot take another harmonica player. Like it's kind of like there's this much we can have. It's like we're already pushing this harmonica player, we cannot push another harmonica player. And a festival that would take Ronnie will not take me, or the other way around. So it can be definitely hard. But that's life, and we are doing our best to be friends and not. Grégoire also, he's also a good friend of Ronnie, and when we were younger, he like got us together to like. It was like he told me this also. I'm sure he told Ronnie also. You guys, it's not that I'm gonna force you to be friends or anything like that, but I don't want you to not be friends because you are like kind of fighting over the same gigs, or something like that. It's like be nice to each other,
Right. Yeah, that's an interesting situation. Like, what do you do besides playing concerts? So you also had a student earlier, right? So you also teach harmonica.
Yeah, I also teach some harmonica, and I like teaching. But it's hard to find harmonica students that are really into music.
Yeah.
I like teaching like music, and I like it if it's someone that can like go deeper with me into like things that I'm interested in, and music is challenging. Music is, you have to be serious about music in order to be good.
So like you don't like to teach super beginners.
I'm down to teach anybody as long as they are as they really want to be good, and to like put the work. And I don't know if I could. I'm always the best, like explaining the best. I'm like. But I love sharing what I have to share um, with someone who's genuinely interested and is like willing to put the work in.
Oh yeah, yeah. How do you feel about the future of the harmonica and like younger people starting the instrument? Like, where could the inspiration come from? What are some reasons for young people to pick up the instrument? Yeah.
First of all, let me say this. Like, if I have a kid that wants to play harmonica, I'm like, you pick up the bass or the piano or the drums. Before you touch the harmonica, you learn how to play an instrument that has a chair in the on the bandstand. If you want to play an instrument, like play an instrument you can work with, then take the harmonica. And that would be my suggestion. My like.
So why should a young person
my
start
best
playing
advice.
harmonica then?
At the same time, it is an instrument, especially like if you play different harmonicas. But I'm a chromatic harmonica there, so chromatic harmonica is no different than. It has its like limitations, and it's not even because like limits are just something to be broken, let's say, or like expanded. But let's say the trumpet player can play certain things. The harmonica could like try to play some. The harmonica can play whatever the harmonica can play. The trumpet plays what the trumpet plays. The saxophone is the saxophone. The flute is the flute. But it is an instrument that has you can play music with this instrument very seriously, and so I know that there are like sometimes younger harmonica players are like reaching out to me. They like my music. They would ask for like the score and like a charge or something like that. And it's the cool thing is that it's kind of still an instrument that was not explored, especially not in like jazz context, and beyond like so like in blues obviously it's very common, the diatonic harmonica, kind of like some like country music or like stuff like Bob Dylan, singer-songwriters, that is and something. And in Brazilian music there's quite a bit of harmonica, but But I think one of the coolest thing about this instrument is that there's so much still to explore and
Yeah.
discover.
Yeah, even like with many songs that you probably start out playing on the harmonica. I mean, the possibility is always there of you being the first person to ever play this on the harmonica, you know?
Yeah. That's exactly. That's cool. That's like, okay, many people played this song, but nobody played it on harmonica.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of an advantage.
Yeah. There are many advantages with playing an instrument that is not common, and it's just also a gorgeous instrument. Also, I think when you play it well, it has a beautiful sound, and it's unique and expressive, and it's close to the voice, and there's like so many things you can do with this instrument.
Yeah. What was like a moment where it was a big disadvantage for you to play the harmonica?
I would say just finding work with harmonica is just, I think, is one. When you live in a city like New York, where there's a lot of musicians, and you need to work at some point. You go to school, and then with school, you just need you're a musician, but you need to work. You need to just make money and pay rent and save, and one day buy a house maybe and stuff like that. And so if you play piano or bass or drums or guitar or even some horn or those instruments have work, whatever, playing in the synagogue, or playing in an orchestra, or playing on Broadway, or playing wherever it is. Those instruments have a chair, basically.
Yeah.
And harmonica is not like that. So it can be very challenging to just find work with harmonica. Now, for example, with this Broadway gig that I got, which I owe a huge thank you to Sai Leo, Sai Leo from China,
Yeah.
who hooked me up on this gig, because the recruiter or the producer, she knows him and she reached out to him, but he is in China, he doesn't have a visa, so he sent her my way, and then so I got this gig, and this is a great opportunity to just make money, play really interesting music also on a full stage, and gain this experience, not just work, bro, you need to work.
Yeah.
And yeah, it has harmonica has to often harmonica players have to invent work for themselves.
Yeah.
And it can be very challenging. That's the most challenging thing about harmonica. Obviously, there's it's harder to play it's much easier to play arpeggios on the saxophone or the flute, and to play loud on the trumpet and to cut through, and the harmonica is a little harder to do certain things like that. But those are things that you practice, and then you figure it out, and you find your thing on the instrument and a way to express the things that you want to express.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. And I have to
I know, yeah. So what's the best place for people to check you out? I put your website, your Facebook, your Instagram, your YouTube, your Spotify in the description.
Yeah. All of
what's the place you are most active on?
I would say not that I'm crazy active on it, but it's Instagram. Soon I'm going to release a new album I thought I'm going to decide the exact date, like the next few days, but probably June 6th.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be my third album, and so it will be on Spotify and Apple Music, and definitely the best place to purchase the music is on Bandcamp, because
Yeah.
most of the money goes to me, or the artist. Um, yeah, I'll be putting some, like, I haven't put any new stuff on YouTube in a while, but there will definitely be more stuff there, and like with the album, and there's some shows. There will be some shows in New York and in Europe, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
work with this manager now in Europe called Rene Hess, and so we'll be in Switzerland, Belgium, Italy, Germany, and in the summer, hopefully in this fall also.
Wonderful. Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for taking the time. Yeah, enjoy the concert tonight, and looking forward to the upcoming album. Yeah. See you in Europe.
And let's be in touch. It was really nice to talk to you.
Wonderful, man. Bye for now, everybody. And
Ciao,
thank you for
ciao.
tuning in, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Ciao.
My lady, you know me, no forgive up on you never. Wanna be with you forever, 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 forever. Oh baby, where we they go? Now forward ever, backward never. Them they pray make we run down never, 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 never. I'ma get that low. Girl, you're the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know. Money go check I know. Girl, you're the best I know. Our next move, they never know. They never know. They never know. They never know. Without you, baby, the journey go too rough. So you know, girl, I be feeling this love. Even when I'm down, you wanna wait in this up. It's not blessing, I'ma not be luck. Baby, nobody feel there like you. I said nobody feel make me feel the way you do.